The 80s and the 90s were the best time for Nintendo. Their Donkey Kong arcade and home console, the Nintendo Entertainment System, dominated the gaming market. Soon they had to jump from 8 to 16-bit graphics to keep up with other consoles like the Sega Genesis. They had amazing looking games like F-Zero, Super Metroid, and Earthbound. Nintendo didn't forget about the star of the arcade scene, Donkey Kong. They wanted to make him to a Super Nintendo game. Nintendo partnered up with Rare for this ultimate task.
Okay!
So Nintendo was more publishing rather than developing the game, so Rareware had to figure out how to make this monkey into a video game, with the help of Miyamoto. Greg Miles, who worked on Banjo-Kazooie, was having trouble animating a monkey into the game, so him and his team took a trip to the zoo to see how primates moved around. Rare was using silicone graphics to make 3D models to fit into the 2D space. They were built with wireframes, then colored over in different layers, eventually making characters movable and functionable. It was a difficult and lengthy process, but for the time and the outcome, it was well worth it. The design was something nobody has ever seen before in a video game. David Wise worked on music for other Rare games and the Donkey Kong Country trilogy. He said he loved going into work to create different music. The music, in my opinion, are some of the best. I even go to sleep to them. My favorites are dashed in red on screen. During the development of Donkey Kong Country, Aladdin on the Sega Genesis was being praised for its impact, its gameplay, and its graphics. But later on, Nintendo came in with the monkeys and nearly beat the sales by double. Nintendo had way more to offer with its content and its graphics. Donkey Kong Country was mainly advertised with a Nintendo Power magazine subscription. It was shown what this character had to offer and what to look forward to down the line. It gave some insight to who Donkey Kong was and how the game would be different from others with its enhanced graphics. And with that, 1994 in North America saw the release of Donkey Kong Country. Now that's how you do an intro. Anyway, we start with a file select screen with 3 different file slots similar to Mario. We have 3 modes to choose from, but I think I'll just stick to 1 player. Here's our map. We traverse Donkey Kong Country with different areas in each section similar to Mario games. Within areas, we have a path of levels. Jumping into the first level, we are immediately shot out of our home, ready to go as Donkey Kong. We can walk, crouch, roll, hit enemies, pick up items like a barrel. Opening this barrel will show us Diddy Kong, who is faster and lighter than DK. We can tag him in and out with a clap to swap back and forth. Going back, we see DK has a nice house, and our motives for this video game. The manual helps us understand what exactly happened the night the Kongs were robbed. Donkey Kong put Diddy out to watch the banana horde, Diddy got knocked out by a Kremlin, shoved in a barrel, and everything was stolen. Then the manual tells us the basics of the games and the strengths and weaknesses of the 2 Kongs that we will be playing as. The first thing I'll talk about is the barrels. There's a bunch of variations. There's a regular barrel, a barrel cannon to aim, the DK barrel, a quick launch cannon barrel, checkpoint and TNT barrel, and the steel keg. Bonuses. We have bananas, Kong ladders, balloons, animal tokens, and bonus rooms. In the main game, collecting 100 bananas gets you a life, but in the beta I found the counter goes all the way up to 600. Anyways, the bananas are the main collectible. Kong ladders gain an extra life. Bonus rooms help 100% the game. And collecting animal tokens gives you a fun minigame to collect even more lives with points. And guess what the balloon does? The different areas of Donkey Kong Country have a bunch of detail all around. The jungle, snow peaks, the sea, the factory, the treetops, which to me look like the Ewok village, the mines, the caves, and the ruins. These all provide the game to be fun and interesting, never getting boring. Animal buddies don't appear a lot, but when they do, make sure to get them. They'll be in a box with the logo indicating which one. Rambi, a powerful rhino. Nothing gets in his way. Ungard, who is quick and nimble in the water, killing enemies. Winky can hop around getting to higher areas that Donkey Kong and Diddy couldn't really reach. Espresso can speedrun a level and glide with his Jordans. Squawks in this game provides light and is mostly better in DKC 2. More Kongs. Everyone has something to offer here. They can be found in different spots throughout the map. Cranky provides hints to find secrets to 100% the game. Candy is a save point, so you can play all you want, turn off your Super Nintendo, and come back to where you were without having to restart a world you already did. Head on over to Funky's Flight to get a free trip around the map. You could backtrack, go forward, in an instant. The bad guys. Most of these are harmless, but these two have no chill. This one will haul barrels at 50 miles per hour. And if the go barrels are on, you're dead. Cranky tells us about some other sea creatures and gives us advice, then demands we don't commit illegal activity. Kongo Jungle is a great starter to this game. We get to see different areas in each of the beginning levels. Nothing too hard here, more of exploration to show what to expect later on in the game. This gives you time to feel out the controls and listen to the good music. Kongo Jungle's boss fight ends with a fat beaver. Monkey Mine shows off the ruin type stages and the introduction of minecarts, fast-paced roller coaster type levels. And show us different enemies we didn't see in Kongo Jungle. The mines also let us play as Winky the Frog for the first time. The boss is Neki, a big bird who spits out nuts while you have to hit him in his head to kill him. Vine Valley is nothing to stress about. The forest and treetops are shown with lots of barrels to be launched out of. The first couple levels are the most interesting because of the climbing and placement of enemies. water level has more enemies and is harder to traverse, making it more interesting. This is the best boss fight so far. A giant zinger. Hit him a couple times with a barrel and he's out. Gorilla Glacier is the most visually appealing. The music is calming too. The level design is some of the best, and this is the only time you play it. The mechanics are changed in the ice caves and the snow. DK and Diddy skid on the snow, making it harder to play. We'll see why speedrunners don't like this world. The water level and the cave level are changed too. This boss is a repeat of Kongo Jungle, the fat beaver, but this time he jumps around. KremKroc Industries is where the game starts to pick up in difficulty. The factory location is used for the first time, and the use of the platform side-scroller. The cave has snakes being launched out of death barrels. The water level is a poison pond with spiky tires going back and forth. The best water level in the game by far. The minecart level here has you jumping from different carts and over different enemies with precise movement. Final factory level in this world flickers dark, making it hard to play. The final boss is a black death barrel shooting out of a bunch of baddies you have to kill. Once you take down all of them, the thing explodes. Chimp Caverns is a time to take everything you learn from the game and apply it to your knowledge and skill. Platform levels making you go in and out of the way to grab fuel and dodge different enemies. The cave level has spiky tires everywhere you look, so you're bound to die. Everything in this world builds up a pond before trying to attack you everywhere you look. This time for the stop and go level, it flickers black and jumping claptraps are coming at you. The final battle is a repeat against an angry Neki. He spits out nuts faster, but is an easy win. King K. Rool, the man behind all the operation of taking the banana horde. Even though he's big, he's a fast-moving reptile. He'll hop around and drop waves of unexpected cannonballs. His main attack is a crown throw. After defeating him, we see the credits roll. Credits. Coding from Claptrap, characters from Crusher, coloring from Critter, and concept from Clump. Our commander is King K. Rool. Is it the actual end? No, he gets up and tries to end us. But with one more hit to his head, anyways, that's Donkey Kong Country. This is an amazing game and I recommend it to just about anyone. Definitely a top 10 game for me. This game has so much character and content to offer, great to speedrun. The community is still active with runners like Void. Here's where I got most of my information for the video. I'll link that below along with the Donkey Kong Country speedrunning website if you're into that sort of thing.